All right, here's a bonus sort of quick video we wanted to do, almost a primer for something that just happened basically today, or I think it was last night, late last night or something, where Donald DeLay. Well, what happened was Tim Lim did a stream just talking about some stuff, talking about actually kind of addressing Richard's some Richard's blatant ass kissing because the ship is sinking and we've got a bunch of videos going into detail about Comicsgate imploding and collapsing and how pretty much Comicsgate is now in the death throes of its entire movement, where even the people who support the movement are essentially coming out and admitting that the movement is dead and it's failed. But yeah, last night Tim Lim did that stream, and Donald DeLay was in the chat, and so I think it looks like just after that stream, Donald DeLay posts this tweet screen capping a DM saying, "Got in a couple DMs like this," and I archived this, by the way. You can see the archive link at the top, which will take you to this to show that it is indeed real and now permanently backed up so it can't be hidden anymore, which is very important. But Donald DeLay saying, got a couple DMs like this. Not everyone's going to like everything I post, but I'm not going to start talking about books I enjoy, blah, blah, blah. And the DM says, if you're going to promote The Glove, Pelly, Shithead, and Doug Ernst, then you lost a customer here. Don't consort with the enemies, by cuck. And the thing is that it looks like it's a sock account, block or report delete, which means that it's somebody who he didn't follow. And on DMs, if it's somebody you don't know, it makes you either block, report, delete, or give approval for them to even DM you. It looks like he just screen capped it and posted it. But the telling thing is, The Glove is a reference to what Ethan Van Sciver a couple of years ago, or I think it was last year, on Kiwi Farms said was a gay op from Tim Lim. That Tim Lim essentially linked DMs that proved that Ethan was lying about something, and Ethan was like, "Oh, that's a gay op," and it's kind of like what Nasser said, that Ethan Van Sciver unironically has no clue what gay op means, and what Nasser and us used to laugh at Ethan about is that Ethan Van Sciver actually thinks that gay ops means telling the truth, which is unironically what Ethan Van Sciver does. That's been proven, by the way. That's why the joke was made.
And it's lower than that. He doesn't even rise to that level.
He's even lower than that. But that's what The Glove is, and it's a reference to Tim Lim that only Ethan Van Sciver would make because nobody else even knows what The Glove is. It was a reference to Tim Lim, showed DMs and apparently used just some secretive name that was like the Black Glove or something like that. And Ethan Van Sciver became obsessed about that, being like he's the Black Glove and all this stupid shit. But the other tell is Pelly Shithead. The first of all, the fact that this guy, Ethan Van Sciver, and this is confirmed Ethan Van Sciver, by the way, and we're about to prove why in a second, but nobody else is even bothered by Doug Ernst in any way about like his comics or the fact that him and Tim and Mark are both put their comics out through Iconic Comics, which is basically a fulfillment company that has grown so massively because of the success of Tim and Mark specifically. Um, yeah, this is obviously a sock puppet, and there's been tons of sock puppets lately. And another thing that we'll go into after, but the very suspicious timing of the appearance of the sock puppets. We'll get into that. I'll explain what that's supposed to be in a bit, but um, the yeah, here was the obvious tell, and in fact, I was going through this yesterday, and we in fact made another reference to this in the stream we did last night of Pelly Shithead. Is something that we've been enjoying laughing about for a long time now because um, here you can see, and this is also archived. The tweet in this screen cap here archived is Ethan Van Sciver, basically replying to someone being like, "Hey, Iconic Comics and Tim and Mark are doing this. They're selling their books. Iconic has a website where they now sell their extra stock in the books." And apparently, Ethan just could not hold it together, and that's really what happened. That's what's happened last night and over the past couple of days, and ever since Common America 5 launched, is Ethan Van Sciver has been completely incapable of holding it together and has been registering a ton of sock puppet accounts, which he not only has a history of doing, but has a known documented history of paying other people to do. Look into War Campaign if you don't already know about that. Which, everything there is right out on the surface and it's obvious. Ethan Van Sciver paid this group of nerds called War Campaign, like internet tough guys though, to be like, oh, fucking look at, and they registered shitloads of sock puppet accounts. They came out and admitted that they were sock puppet accounts too. They were like, oh yeah, I got 20 accounts and fucking, oh, I got 50 and that kind of thing. And they would all follow each other to make it look like they had a big following, and they would then pad other people's following numbers as well. So it points to how Comicsgate itself is entirely astroturfed. The movement of Comicsgate was astroturfed from the beginning, and a lot of this was the proof of it. That's old news. So I replied to Donald pointing out that it was very obvious. The tells are right out on the surface, and Ethan cannot hide them anymore. He doesn't really care about hiding them anymore, but
Donald
also at the
DeLay is
same
also
time
the
he's
guy who
addicted
ripped
to
off
this.
his own business partner. That was how we found out he exists. It's
Yeah,
like,
that's
oh,
another
he ripped off
that's
his
another
business
thing is
partner.
Donald himself is actually complicit in this, and we'll get into that in a bit. But
It's not even technically relevant, but also at the same time, it's kind of important.
yeah, it's actually very relevant. But here's the thing is that, yeah, this is from July 9th, 2021. This tweet is still up on Ethan's account where he just comes out and says, putting a book on a website isn't a new innovation. It's how it's been done. Selling 1,200 books isn't news. He's so fucking furious, but even more, notice
It goes
here,
to show, yeah, it's all about the money, it's all about the clout. He doesn't give a fuck about the
yeah, it's
product
about the
or
numbers,
quality.
which can and in fact have been proven to be artificial. But that even that is astroturfed in Comicsgate. Is the backer numbers are fake? They don't actually exist, and that's been proven too. Um, but here's the thing. So he says the Lim Ernst Pelly shithead side of the aisle has been quietly stoking conflict. So it's another like, oh, they're all attacking me. It's this soap opera woman shit that Ethan's been doing since 2017. That pretty much everyone in Comicsgate buried their heads in the sand in about, and we were the first people to ever point this out. Just the same way that we are the first people to point out that this is Ethan Van Sciver going around DMing people, being and it's notice it's the same three people he keeps listing. This is in public. This is Ethan Van Sciver's account, public account, and notice when on the sock puppet accounts, it's the same names, the same people, and even Pelly Shithead. It's the same tells down to every last detail. So yeah, and this is archived, which means that there is like you can't even say, oh, that's probably not true or it's not real or it could be fake. You can't fake an archived tweet. It's not possible. And the link's there right on the screen so people can check it out. Now here's the thing. There's a lot more in-depth information and evidence about Ethan's sock puppet accounts and the timing and the other various sock puppet accounts that he's been caught on. If you want to find out about that, you have to go to our Subscribe Star. We used to make all these videos free until Comicsgate was false flagging our channel, and now we can't just go out and publish them. We can't fucking make them all public and out in the open anymore. And also, after this many years of everyone in Comicsgate dumping money into the toilet for actual frauds And this is the reason why the word grifters became a meme lately, is specifically because somebody called people in Comicsgate grifters with actual evidence, and then it kind of subconsciously spread through the entire internet without people realizing that it was in reference to Comicsgate. But here's the thing: is that we're going to go into a bunch more of the hard evidence that objectively prove. Now, this right here is the smoking gun. This proves right here that Ethan Van Sciver is on sock puppet accounts. But we're about to do a video with even more evidence. If you want to check that out, you have to subscribe to our Subscribe Star. So that's in the link below in the card link. So until then, should have listened to Shitty Webcomics.